Namaste, Hare Krishna. Second chapter, Sankhya Yoga. Sloka 40. Nehābhikrama-nāśo pratyavāyo na vidyate sv-alpam asya dharmasya trāyate mahato bhayāt. Anyone who has taken up in this process that Krishna is going to explain, the karma yoga, even trying to do a little on that will give a great benefit, and they will progress further, and they don't need to worry about restarting it again. Even if they have to stop it for some reason, they will start from where they stopped. Therefore, it will help one from a most fearful, dangerous situation. Trāyate mahato bhayāt, a danger or a fear. Sv-alpam asya, even little endeavor, little advancement will help one to be protected. While we are driving on a highway, there are different lanes that we can choose. Likewise, in the spirituality as well, we have different lanes in the highway going towards God, towards the spiritual world. Each of these lanes are named as karma yoga, jnana yoga, ashtanga yoga, bhakti yoga. Whatever lane we pick, we should remember that one has to be in Krishna consciousness, that we are not the body, we are spirit soul, and the purpose of driving on this highway, on this lane, is to establish the lost connection between us, the spirit soul, and the super soul. That's Krishna, Paramatma. While one has this knowledge and performing these activities, that will bring a clear consciousness, chitta suddhi, purity in one's existence. Therefore, one should understand that the action doesn't bind one into this world, but the action in what consciousness one performs is going to bind or liberate. If we are doing an action for material pleasure, then it ends up in bondage. That's number one. Number two, if you are doing it for self-realization, then it leads to liberation. So Krishna is going to discuss this topic of karma yoga, how to perform in a proper Krishna consciousness way. If one follows this, and even if they start and leave it halfway, or if they couldn't continue after starting, still it gives a greatest benefit of freeing oneself from a most dangerous fear, of removing one from this material existence. Let's see some examples here. In general, in the world, when we start any projects, which is for material gain, or even for any religious acts like fire sacrifices, fasting, puja, etc. If it is not fully completed, it's not going to give the required result. When we start a project, it has to be completed and it will give us a result. It's a common thing that we all know. But if one, for whatever the reason, stops the project, things that's going to happen is, first thing is, they are not going to get the desired result. One has lost a lot of time, invested a lot of time and money and energy. Everything is gone for waste. But in the process that Krishna is explaining here, even if the person stops without completing it, it's going to add benefit. There is no negative result. Pratyavāyo. There's nothing going to be lost. Time is lost, money is not lost, the energy is not lost. How do we understand this? Let's see some examples. A farmer who's working on his field, agricultural field, sows the seed, then he put the fertilizers, he waters continuously, regularly, and after some weeks or months, he becomes lethargic and he stops doing his daily duty of taking care of the land, agricultural land. So what's going to be the result? We know the entire harvest is gone. He's not going to get anything. Waste of money, energy, resources, and even no result at the end. That's how the things works in the material world. Another example is, say if someone is swimming on a fast flowing river and he wants to cross from one place to another place across this river. He jumps into this water. He swims. Halfway through, he decided not to swim. Well, he's going to drown and get killed. So we can see in the world, when we start a project, we have to complete it. Otherwise, we are not going to get the result. It's just waste of everything. And it's a risk also if you don't do it. But Krishna says in the Karma Yoga, one who is working in the Krishna consciousness way, even if one starts and stops, there's no loss in that process. Like a man who started construction. For us to understand this with another example, say a man starts a construction, building something on a land. He puts a lot of money, energy, he digs the ground, puts a foundation, strong foundation. He brings it to the level of the ground, foundation, the cement and everything is ready, is put, leveled. But he stops because he couldn't continue, maybe because he didn't have money or resources. He just stops. Question is, what has he lost here? The truth is, he has not lost anything. Once he gets a fund or resources, he's going to start from where he stopped. It's going to be much easier for him. He doesn't need to do anything from scratch. That's the assurance that Krishna gives to all of us. Executing even a little bit of dharma in the form of nishkama karma yoga. This is a new term that we are using here. Nishkama karma and sakama karma. Sakama karma means where one does certain act with expectation of returns. Therefore, one performs an act. Nishkama karma is one which one does but not expecting anything in return. So Krishna is telling to perform, Arjuna to perform, and to all of us to perform a nishkama karma yoga. When one performs a nishkama karma yoga, and that helps one to cultivate proper consciousness and progress, and there's no loss involved in this whole process. Nehābhikrama-nāśo pratyavāyo na vidyate sv-alpam apyasya dharmasya trāyate mahato bhayāt. Namaste. Hare Krishna.